Hey guys, and welcome to PED 110. I'm your instructor, Billy Strother, and I just want to first start with apologizing for not being able to be present at the first class. I'm actually attending an educational leadership conference in Singapore, where I'll be for about 10 days. And so hopefully with my experience there, I come back and can be a better instructor to you all. So we'll all benefit from my being at this conference. So thank you for bearing with me. In fact, Mr. Davidson, who covered the first class for me, was a former athlete and a student of mine, as are many of you. That's one thing that I'm really excited about with this course is I see familiar names on the roster, students that may have had me either for high school PE or middle school PE. And I'll go ahead and give you a heads up. This class is much different than any other PE class that you would have taken at school anywhere. We take a much more individual approach to things, and it's not competitive and not based on scores and winning and losing, but it's really more of a fitness approach when it comes to the physical activity portion of the class. Another reason that I really enjoy this class, in particular this second semester, is because we're starting right after the new year. And many of you have set these New Year's resolutions, and we have different goals in mind, whether it's weight loss or just becoming healthier in general. And so this course really fits right into that. The first chapter talks about health and wellness and how it's more than just diet and exercise. It gets into spiritual and social and mental and emotional health, but it also gets into goal setting also and behavior modifications or incorporating change into our lives. So it's really timely for those of us that have set those New Year resolutions. In fact, by the time class starts on January 11th, there's probably a good chance that you may have gotten away from those goals that you had set as your resolutions, and so maybe this course can help you get back on track. So a lot of this that you'll hear me cover tonight, and I'll just introduce kind of the Moodle section to you, Mr. Davidson would have covered in the face-to-face course introductory class. So for example, the course syllabus can be found here. I want to backtrack though. This is a hybrid course, which means all written work will be done on Moodle, and then all of the activity labs will be at B&G Fitness from 5:30 to 7 every Thursday. Okay, so all written work's on here, and then the activity portion will be face-to-face at B&G Fitness, which is out past Walmart if you're leaving Tarboro. What you need to know about the fitness portion is that it's very individualized, meaning I'm not going to tell you exactly what it is that you need to do. I want you to develop those goals, in particular as you learn more in the course about developing a workout plan and a regimen. And so moving forward from there though, so Moodle's going to be your best friend. Excuse me. Time management is also critical for all college classes, but in particular a hybrid or online course. Excuse me. Where people get in trouble is they may allow themselves to fall behind by a week or two, and then it's really tough to catch up. Okay, so with that in mind, pay attention to the course syllabus and schedule, know the grading, the attendance policy, and then also the due dates that I've listed on the schedule. And I actually include that on the syllabus, but then also a separate link here. Then for many of you, this will be the first time that you've participated at a real gym. Like I said, this is different than your PE class from school. So it'd be really helpful just to kind of give you a little background if you click on these links and just learn some of the gym etiquettes. You know, what should you do in the gym? What shouldn't you do in the gym? That way you go in there with a little confidence. And I don't mean confidence in saying that you're going to be the strongest person in there, but at least you know what to do and what not to do, kind of the social rules of being at a gym. And then this is very important, this B&G waiver form. You'll need to bring that to our first class at the gym, which will be January 18th. So it'll be our second class actually, but the first time that we meet at the gym. Okay, so we've gone through all of this. Next, very important, is for our course introduction, a way for us to get to know each other. First thing you'll do is watch this short TED Talk, try something new for 30 days. It gets into just behavior change and finding things that you enjoy. That's key to really anything. To be successful in anything, you have to find what it is that you enjoy doing and you can be passionate about, and then it's much easier to stick to it, okay, and to form a habit. Here, as this description says. You could take a quick look at the course introduction and expectations. In fact, I'll click on that. We've talked about the syllabus, expectations and procedures. That simply participate, attend class, know the attendance policy, turn your work in on time. Okay, your course outline, that's on the syllabus. Going through quickly. Gym etiquette and procedures. Once you come into the gym, you'll sign in. I have a sign-in sheet each week. You'll sign in and then you'll sign out when you've completed your workout. That gives me a chance to interact with you as you sign in and out. We can talk about the content that you've covered in the written work and also just talk about your plans for your workout or how the workout went. Make sure that you complete all of the posted assignments before the start of the next class. And for next week, we've got the Chapter 1 assignments, the syllabus quiz, the B&G waiver, the Padlet introduction, and then we'll meet at B&G at 5:30. So we're kind of getting ahead of ourselves there, but there you go with that. So backing out of there. So the next thing you would do is the syllabus quiz. So basically in each section of Moodle, you need to click on every link. Okay? That you can't go wrong if you do that. That means you won't overlook anything. Just click on each link. The syllabus quiz just simply is you acknowledging that you've received the syllabus and you understand what it's saying and what it means to be in this class. Okay? And then for us to get to know each other, like I said, I know many of you from prior experiences together, but if you'll just click on the Padlet, just write your name and then something brief about you. Okay, here I'm talking about, that joys of my life are friends and football and family. I also like learning new things, traveling, which I get to do now while I'm at Singapore. I've been getting 2 of those things in. I'm traveling and learning something new. Then you'll see my wonderful family, my wife Denisha, my daughter Jade, and son Bryson. Okay, and so you know a little bit about me just from this short activity. So I'll get the same thing from you, and you guys will learn from each other. And then the final thing you'll need to do before we meet next week is complete the Chapter 1 activities, Understanding Fitness and Wellness. And that is simply review the PowerPoint, watch the video, and then take the quiz. Okay, so another TED Talk video, a PowerPoint, and you can use that PowerPoint on the quiz. I also give you multiple opportunities to retake the quiz. It's more important to me that you know the material and learn it rather than me getting you on a quiz because you missed a couple answers. So I really expect everyone in here to maintain a pretty solid A average for this course. There'd be no reason not to because I do give you retakes on the quizzes. Okay, well I'm sure you'll have questions for me. Unfortunately, with me being out of the country and it's a 13-hour difference in time also, I may not be able to respond to email as quickly as I usually would, but know that as soon as I return I'll get back with you and I'll check email as much as I can while I'm away. But it just may not be as prompt as I typically would be able to. Okay, so I anticipate questions since this is the first meeting and we haven't had a chance to really get to know each other yet. And so you're still trying to figure out the expectations and procedures for the course. Basically what you need to do is make sure you're wearing proper, so for next week, complete all of these assignments on Moodle. Okay, again, you need to click each link and then complete the activity associated with that link. And then for B&G, you'll meet at 5:30 at B&G Fitness, just outside of Tarboro. You need to have some workout clothes. So what does that mean? You don't have to go buy anything special, but no one should be working out in blue jeans. So something that you can move freely in. Remember, we're in mixed company though, so you want to make sure you dress appropriately. But just active wear, whatever that means to you. And I also encourage you to bring some headphones because when you're on the aerobic machines, then they have TVs that you could watch and listen to help pass time. I also encourage you to bring a water bottle so you don't have to spend a lot of time walking back and forth to the water fountain. You just keep your water bottle with you and that saves time. So little tips like that. You can bring your book bag in. I know many of you are coming straight from school that day. There's lockers there at the gym, and so I encourage you though, if you're going to bring a book bag and you have valuables, then you may want to also bring a lock so you can lock those up. We've never had any issues there, but just something to be mindful of. Okay, well I know I've given you a lot here in 9 minutes. Typically we'd have a conversation and all that material would be covered in much longer than 9 minutes, so we've crammed it in. At least you have the video to go back and review if you have any questions. And again, if you do, feel free to shoot me an email. I look forward to a great semester, guys. Enjoy your first week, and I will see you at the gym on January 18th at 5:30. Take care.